Okay, Coach. Well, with the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Tonight, 180. Check, 59. You run.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. With a catch made by Hopkins. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Middle.
From the gun, it's Rosen. Pressure comes, and down goes Rosen. Matt Judon. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Let's go. 48 for Mike. Watch the slant.
On 3rd down, Rosen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him, and all of them have the same issue. How do you do it without interfering? In this case, it didn't get done.
And that's complete. It's Green here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Rosen on 1st and 10. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
2nd and 10 now. It's Rosen. Underneath, this is Bernard. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 4. And just like that, it's 3rd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Again, it's Rosen. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 30, the 20, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Ravens 7, Bengals nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percent.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 47 yards.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Double time, double time. 4 down, 4 down.
Now Bernard. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Now Rosen looking at a 3rd and 2. Oh, Rosen is stripped to the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. A bad 3rd down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really
Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Monday. Hey, what's the ball? What's the ball? Hey, foxtrot. Right, check.
On first down, it's Rosen. He's got Green. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 23-yard line.
Well, I've never seen this one. It's second down, and the punt team is out there. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's Jones on the return. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Push him back. Like 50.
Jackson from the shotgun. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Michael Gallup, his second touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
This is taken near the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly.
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. This from 54 yards away. And Bullock will put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. That one complete to Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
51 to Mike, boy, 51.
Play action. It's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Jackson. And he's going to go down again. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Motion, 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 motion. Check, check. 40's Mike. 40's a Mike. 40's a Mike. Hey, we heavy on the edges, guys.
Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection.
Hard.
Now Rosen on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Brandon Carr on the coverage there.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Motion. Let's go.
Throwing again, it's Rosen. It's complete to Hopkins. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Rosen to throw again. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run it here with Bernard. And he'll get this down only to the 18. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the shoot.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Watch the slant. 59 yards.
And now it's Rosen looking. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
At the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. This time Jackson will throw it. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. It's a 4-yard pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll look to throw on 1st down to Josh Rosen. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rosen, and he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Hey, we're going to make the 48 right now. Let's go. Watch twist.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Pilot, 64, weak.
They'll run on 1st down. Bernard, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, it's Rosen. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
2nd and 10, it's Rosen again. And a catch made by Hopkins. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. Rosen in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Now a carry for Bernard. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This will be a 37-yard attempt. Bullock's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
From the 27, Jackson into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. He finds Hopkins complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Monday.
Now Rosen, and able to find Green. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On first down, it's Rosen. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Stop your whining. Check! Check! Hey, do!
Final play of the half here. It's Rosen going deep downfield for Ross. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
Let's go, boys! Let's go!
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Elliott running right. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Check three!
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. He can run for it, and he will. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up fourth. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
You must be dreaming. Check three, check three.
Rosen on 1st and 10. Caught left side, Hopkins. But I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. DeAndre Hopkins. His third touchdown now on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Watch tight end. Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
On first down, Bernard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 50-yard line.
180. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Check the out. Check the out. Check the out.
From midfield now, here's Rosen. Gets it to his running back, Bernard. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
I'm here all day.
Here's Rosen to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Emmanuel Agba with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Patch it. Patch it.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson from the shotgun. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
It's our time. Check 43.
10th carry now for Elliott. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. Forced out to his left. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Jackson now. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On first and goal, they'll try the option left. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal. Jackson. And that's Elliott, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Some good gains going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Rosen on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, his 4th touchdown on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven 1st.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Jackson on 1st down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Jackson to throw. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Geno Atkins got home that time.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Lonnie Johnson picks it. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
It's now 3rd and
9. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Slam, slam, slam.
Here's Bernard. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he's on here to punt it away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they're through the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Gain of 17 yards. And the Raven first down.
Throwing now is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Jackson to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards, the final tally. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Now Jackson. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Next to score, Bengals 34.
So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day. Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win. Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams